Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, and I want to take a minute to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And let's take a look back at all the great things that have happened here in Louisiana in the past year.
2019 was an exciting year for the Office of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. We begin our brief review of 2019 with the Office of Cultural Development. A series of songwriting workshops held across the state focused on helping military veterans through songwriting and singing, all part of our growing Louisiana Arts and Military Alliance. The Council for Development of French in Louisiana, or CODEFIL, launched the WE Initiative, helping identify and promote businesses in Louisiana with a French language presence. Up to 120 businesses so far, and growing. Our Division of Archaeology spearheaded a 3-week-long class at the Louisiana School for the Visually Impaired that included showing school kids the art of excavating and discovering artifacts in a mock archaeology dig, a real hands-on experience. The State Library of Louisiana again made headlines with the 16th annual Louisiana Book Festival, which hosted 250 authors from around the world and welcomed more than 25,000 attendees. State Library staff also provided training on demand from their extensive catalog of topics to parish and state government employees and public library governing boards and staff. The State Library also loaned nearly 500,000 items to citizens of all ages, including talking books and Braille to Louisiana's 6,000 blind and physically handicapped adults and children. Other programs included educational resources like Homework Louisiana directly to the 340 public libraries, making this information available to all citizens for free through their public library. 2019 was a busy year for the Office of State Parks. Despite significant damage to Jimmy Davis due to a tornado that hit in early May, Deus reopened for the big July 4th weekend, and much of the campground has since reopened. Our horseback riding at Bogachita State Park continues to see more riders, and Fontainebleau has experienced increased numbers and revenue thanks to canoe and kayak rentals. Cheminahal State Park, home to the now famous Castle Cypress Tree up in Morehouse Parish, now has full sewer hookups. Great news for all of our RV enthusiasts. And last but definitely not least, in 2019, our state parks have seen a revenue increase of more than $1 million. The Louisiana State Museum has seen an increase in both revenue and attendance at its 9 museums, thanks in part to captivating exhibits like the Baroness de Pentalba. Behind the scenes at our museum office, there's been an effort to meet the needs of our museums in an efficient and strategic manner. Lord Cultural Resources has been commissioned to make recommendations for the most streamlined and impactful administration of the museum. Simultaneously, the Louisiana State Museum has also begun a systematic collections assessment and deaccessioning initiative in order to refine the scope of its collection, to further ensure its continued proper care and preservation, and to more directly serve the museum's mission and community. In 2019, the Louisiana State Museum was honored to receive the prestigious Leadership in History and History in Progress Awards from the American Association for State and Local History. Our Volunteer Louisiana saw a busy 2019 as this past October we celebrated the 25th anniversary of AmeriCorps in Louisiana. Since 1994, over 26,000 AmeriCorps members have served 20 million hours in Louisiana. Last spring, we held our annual Champions of Service Award banquet, where 9 outstanding volunteers received the annual Champions of Service Award, an impressive event at the Louisiana State Capitol Museum. Finally, last January, we all gathered in New Orleans for the MLK Day of Service, where AmeriCorps, Rebuilding Together New Orleans, and other affiliates joined forces for their National Build Day. Great people doing great work. And finally, where do we begin with the highlights in our Office of Tourism? Of course, first and foremost, more people coming to our great state than ever before. 51.3 million tourists visited Louisiana in 2018, the last full year of data, those travelers generating $1.9 billion in taxes left behind. To support those impressive numbers, Louisiana has built more hotels. This past year, Louisiana has surpassed 100,000 hotel rooms, with more being constructed. Many of our tourists are arriving at our new international airport in New Orleans thanks to continued direct international flights from Toronto, Montreal, Frankfurt, London, and Central America. Interstate travel continues to boom with our exciting staycation campaign. There's now a specific website that shows the hundreds of fairs, festivals, events, and getaways throughout the state. Go to louisianastaycation.com to learn more. Also this past year, we opened our newest welcome center in Vinton, Louisiana. Another great welcome center to complement our other centers and staffs across this state, welcoming thousands of visitors this past year. In 2019, our tourism team hosted 16 Civil Rights Trail meetings across the state, garnering information and, more importantly, input from our residents, with the idea of showcasing and illuminating all of the important and historical places in Louisiana that were prominent in the fight for civil rights. This past year, our Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board staff helped to supply Louisiana seafood at more than 500 charity events across the state. Lots of good food for good causes. And finally, all of these accomplishments wouldn't be possible without the support and assistance from the hardworking staff in the Office of Management and Finance, as well as to the staff of the Office of the Lieutenant Governor, who always go above and beyond. Thanks to them and all of our employees here at the Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. What a great year we had in 2019.
And we're looking forward to a great 2020. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.